Hey man, there's a reason she keeps thinking about that one guy. Not because he had six-pack abs, not because he was rich, and not because he said all the right things. It's because he did one thing, one unforgettable thing, that stamped his presence into her memory forever. Today, I'm going to break it down. What is this one thing that makes a man unforgettable? It's not flashy, it's not complicated, but it's rare. And once you learn how to master it, you'll change the entire dynamic with women from this point on. Part 1. The power of being deeply present. Let's start with this. Women forget faces, texts, and words, but they never forget how a man made them feel. And the way to create that lasting emotional fingerprint is by being deeply, undeniably present. I'm not talking about just sitting across from her and nodding while she talks. I'm talking about shutting out the world, putting down your phone, and locking into her with the kind of energy that says, right now, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. Most guys don't do this. They're too distracted, too anxious to impress, or too focused on the outcome. But the guy who gives her his full attention, calm, grounded, and unhurried, that guy stands out. That's the guy she'll think about days, weeks, even years later, wondering why he's so different. Because in a world full of noise, presence feels like power. Part 2. Emotional safety plus unapologetic masculinity. Here's the thing. Women crave two things in a man that rarely come together. The first is emotional safety. The feeling that she can open up without being judged, without being used, and without being dismissed. The second is unapologetic masculinity. Your ability to stand in your truth, lead with confidence, and never chase validation. Most men offer one or the other. The soft guys give emotional safety, but they lack backbone. The dominant guys project strength, but make her feel disposable. But when you're a man who can hold both, when you can make her feel safe and intrigued, you become unforgettable. That's the one thing, a balance so rare, it burns into her memory. Part 3. The subtle art of not needing her neediness is repellent. Period. But detachment with warmth, that's magnetic. See, the man she never forgets doesn't chase her. He doesn't blow up her phone. He doesn't beg for attention. He invites her in with calm, confident energy, and if she doesn't step up, he continues walking his path. Not because he's cold, but because he's centered. Women remember the guy who didn't need them to feel whole, the guy who wanted her but didn't need her. That one difference flips the entire game. It makes her feel like she has to earn his attention, and once she's tasted that energy, no other guy measures up. Part 4. The impact of walking away. When disrespected, she'll never forget the man who walked away with grace when she disrespected him. Most guys argue, they get emotional, they beg for a second chance, but the man who values himself too much to stay where he's not respected, he leaves, calmly, without drama. That moment hits different. It shakes her, because it's not just about her, it's about what he won't tolerate. That one act, walking away with dignity, brands you into her mind, because you weren't trying to hurt her, you were showing her who you are. And that kind of strength, that kind of self-worth, stays with her long after you've gone. Part 5. Consistency plus mystery equal sign unforgettable. There's something dangerous and desirable about a man who's consistent in his character, but mysterious in his intentions. He doesn't reveal everything at once. He doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. He lets her wonder, and in that space between what she sees and what she senses, desire grows. Women don't remember guys who were predictable. They remember the one who had depth, who made her feel something she couldn't explain, the one who kept her guessing while still showing up like a man with purpose. That combination of clarity and mystery, that's the one thing that stays in her mind forever. So now you know. The one thing women never forget isn't something you say, it's who you are. A man who's deeply present, grounded in his value, calm, confident, and in control. You don't chase. You don't beg. You don't break when tested. You stay solid. That's what makes you unforgettable. If you're ready to become that man, hit subscribe and watch this video again. Because every time you hear it, it'll go deeper. And every time it goes deeper, you'll show up with more power. Let the other guys keep chasing. You're the one she'll never forget.